Hi, I'm Laurie, and welcome to your prenatal power yoga flow. Go ahead, take a seat on your mat. Definitely have something to hydrate with in case we need to hit pause. And if you have a block available, grab it. This will allow us to create more space if we need to. And if you don't have a yoga block, don't worry. But if you have something of similar dimensions like a book or cardboard box, definitely grab it. We may need it later. So go ahead, take a nice easy seat on your mat. Make any small movements that we need to. And then let's start to find complete stillness. Lay the hands on top of the knees, very soft. As we inhale, grow the spine nice and long, neutral position. As we exhale, release those shoulders down and away from the ears. On the next inhale, think about filling up the entire rib cage, front, sides, and back. And then as we exhale, give the baby a nice gentle hug up. Repeat that. Inhaling, expanding at the rib cage. Exhaling, engaging the TVA. That slight hug up of your baby is going to engage your transverse abdominals. And what that will do will help keep everything in and not put any unwanted pressure, especially on the midline of the belly. So always make sure when I say engage the TVA, we're just giving that baby a nice gentle hug up to keep ourselves nice and safe whenever we come into a position where our abdominals will want to come into play. Continue that deep, expansive inhalation and exhalation. And then start to flutter the eyelids open if they weren't already. Hands go out to the side of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. As we exhale, release the right arm down. Left hand reaches up and over. Inhale, left shoulder blade back. As we exhale, side bend a little bit deeper. Make sure that left sits bone is grounded. Inhale, both arms reach up, other side. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Inhale, draw the right shoulder blade back. Exhale, side bend a little bit deeper. This time, one movement, one breath. Inhaling to rise. Exhale, release. Inhale to rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. One more time each side. Inhale, both arms reach overhead. As we exhale, interlace the fingers and bring the hands right behind the head. Press against the hands on the inhale, really opening up the chest. As we exhale, draw the chin in towards the chest. Release the hands off to the sides of the mats and start to make little necklaces with the chin, drawing that necklace along the body. When the left ear meets the left shoulder, hold. Release this right arm out to the side. Inhaling, exhale, release the left ear a little bit closer. Inhale up to a neutral spine as we exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, left arm reaches long. As we exhale, bring it back just a little bit more. Release the left hand down and then just continue making the circles, semicircles with the neck. And then take it behind the collar. And start to make full circles with the neck. And go the other way. Find a nice neutral spine. Let the eyes close and soften again. Bring those hands back to the rib cage. Inhale for your deepest, most expansive inhalation yet. And as you exhale, gentle hug up of the baby. Now repeat that. Today we're going to be working on our strength when we need to, and we will release when we need to. So I can't really think of anything stronger than creating actual life inside your body. So you are so strong already, but we're going to strengthen even more today on our mat. We're going to strengthen sometimes and then back off sometimes and release. Kind of like the ebb and flow of life, we'll be kind of doing it on the mat today. Whenever you need to back off, back off. But if you're feeling good, we're feeling good, and we're going to strengthen together. Repeat that activation breath one more time. Let the eyes flutter back open. Right leg goes out to the side. Dorsiflex at the right ankle. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over, drawing the left shoulder blade back. And exhale to release. On our next inhale, cartwheel this left arm. Press off against that left hand and reach the right arm up and over, gate pose. This is where you may want your block to find more space. If you don't need it, that's fine too. You can always tint the fingertips to create more space as well. Inhale that nice active breath. Exhale, gentle hug up of the baby. Let's start to wake up the side of the waistline. Inhale, initiate the movement from right here as we cartwheel the right arm down this right leg and open up. Left arm reaches towards the right side of the room. We're also opening up the right inner thigh. Inhale to move. Exhale, release. Inhale to move. Exhale, release. Nice work. Again, inhale, move. Exhale, release. Once more each side. Inhale. Exhale, release any tension we have along that pelvic region, right side. Inhale to move. This time as we exhale, come into a tabletop position, remove the block. Let's start to make big expansive circles with the hips, shifting the weight into the palms and then back to the legs. And reverse that circle. Bring all motion to a complete stop. Come back to that neutral tabletop position. Inhale, top of the head forward. As we exhale, gentle hug of the baby up. Engage the TVA. This time as we inhale, right leg goes long, square off the hips. Exhale to lift, engage and strengthen. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale to lift. Inhale to tap. This time add the left arm with it. Exhale, bird dog. Inhale, tap left arm, right toes. Exhale to strengthen. Inhale to tap. Exhale to strengthen. Release this left arm, cross this right foot off and over to the left side of the mat and take a look over at the right toes, really lengthening along the right side body. Inhale, come back to that tabletop position, and as we exhale, shift the weight into the right side of the body until the right hip comes down onto the mat. Other side, left leg goes long, dorsiflex at the ankle. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over, draw the shoulder blade open, and then bend. Keep that right hip planted onto the mat. Inhale to move. Really press against that right hand as we lift the hips, reaching up and over for our gate pose. If we need our block, grab it to create more space and reduce the range of motion. Start to fire up this left side oblique. Inhale to move. As we exhale, gently guide the left hand down, feeling a nice stretch along the right side body and along that left inner thigh. Inhale to move. Exhale, release. Inhale to move. Exhale, release. Inhale to move. Exhale, release. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale, nice. Inhale, up and over. And as we exhale, come back to that tabletop position. Start to make big expansive circles with the hips, shifting the weight into the legs, back to the hands. And let's reverse that circle, just go the other way. Bring it to a neutral tabletop position. Inhale, top of the head forward. Exhale, engage TVA. This time, inhale, top of the head forward. Exhale, left leg goes long. We lift, engage the glutes, square off the hip. Inhale to tap. Exhale to strengthen. Inhale to tap. Exhale to strengthen. This time, add the right arm with it. Inhale. Exhale, bird dog. Inhale to tap. Exhale, rise. Inhale, tap. Exhale, rise. Keep the left leg lifted. Release the right arm. Cross the left leg off and over the right side of the mat. And just take a gentle look over at the left toes, feeling a nice lengthening effect along the left side body. Big deep inhale. As we exhale, come back to that tabletop position. Inhale for a gentle cow. So draw the chest open, look up, slide curl the tailbone up, but not really overextending at the belly. Think of this more as a chest opener and opening up the sacrum area as well. Then as we exhale, now we can push against that mat, draw the chin in towards the chest, round at the spine, coming into our full expression of cat. So inhale, gentle cow. Exhale, full cat. Inhale, gentle cow. Exhale, full cat. Come back to that neutral tabletop position. Extend the right leg long. Inhale, top of the head forward. As we exhale, right heel, left hand reaches up, bird dog. This time, come back to that tabletop position. As we inhale, exhale, kick it back, hips are square. Inhale down. Exhale to lift. Release the left hand down, right toes curl and anchor against the mat. Rotate over to the right side. Inhale for a modified side plank. Right arm reaches up. Engage, lift that left hip 1 inch higher. All right, this is where we strengthen. Inhale those toes 1 inch off the ground. Exhale, release. Inhale 1 inch higher. Exhale, release. Inhale 1 inch higher. And exhale, release. Come back to that tabletop position. Give yourself those full hip circles, left and right. And reverse those hip circles. Come back to a neutral tabletop position. Inhale, gentle cow. Exhale, full cat. Inhale, gentle cow, massaging the spine. Exhale, full cat. Inhale, gentle cow. Exhale, full cat. Come back to that neutral tabletop position. Inhale, top of the head forward. As we exhale, left leg goes long, right arm goes long, and we lift. Hip is square, lifting from the glute, strengthening that glute muscle. Inhale, back to tabletop. Exhale, reach it up. Neutral low back, you got this. Inhale. Exhale to strengthen. Release this right arm down, let the left toes come to the mat. Quarter turn over to the left side for a side plank. Right hip goes up. Make sure that wrist is over the shoulder. This is where we strengthen. We're shifting the weight slightly into that right hand. Inhale, lift those left toes an inch off the ground. Exhale, lower. Inhale, 1 inch higher. Exhale, lower. Inhale, 1 inch higher. And exhale, lower. Come back to that tabletop position. Inhale, the hands about 6 inches forward, fingertips wide. As we exhale, engage TVA. Curl the toes under and shoot those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels right and left. Both heels reach up, and then as we exhale, cross this left foot off and over to the right side of the mat, extending the left leg, reaching the left heel towards the mat, feeling a nice lengthening effect along the left backside body. One more full round of breath. And as we exhale, just switch sides. Left foot up, left heel up, right foot crosses over, release the right heel down. So bending in that left knee, driving the chest in. Both legs go back to one another and just pedal out your dog, right and left. Both heels reach towards the mat. As we exhale, drive the chest a little closer towards the quads, opening up the upper body. Inhale, look up at the hands. As we exhale, walk the feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, full forward fold. Root to rise, reverse swan dive it up. Look up at the hands, opening up the chest. And then as we exhale, take it to a quarter chair pose. Heavy in the heels, knees aligned over the ankles, engaging the glutes and the hamstrings, posterior chain of the back legs. Inhale to rise. Exhale, quarter chair pose. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale to rise. Exhale, quarter chair pose. Inhale to lengthen. As we exhale, swan dive forward, lead with the chest, then let that head hang nice and heavy. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, head's hanging a little bit deeper. We're going a little bit differently this vinyasa. So as we inhale, bend the knees so much so that you can plant the palms, and we're just stepping back to a downward facing dog. Release the heels on the exhale. Inhale, look up at the hands, bend the knees. We can float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, head hangs a little bit deeper. Root to rise, reverse swan dive it up. And as we exhale, we're going a little bit deeper in that chair pose. Take it a third of the way down. strengthening the back side of the body, hinging from the hips, knees behind the toes, shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale to rise. Exhale to strengthen. Inhale to rise. Exhale to strengthen. Inhale to rise. This time as we exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest, and then forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, head hangs a little bit deeper. Bend the knees so much so that you can plant the palms, and we step it back into a nice tabletop position. Inhale, heart reaches forward for a gentle cow. As we exhale, curl the toes, shoot the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Vinyasa option number 2. Inhale, look up at the hands. As we exhale, float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, full forward fold. Root to rise, reverse swan, dive it up. And as we exhale, we're taking that chair pose halfway down. This is the lowest we have gone yet. Gently going into this chair pose, strengthening when we need to. Inhale, lengthening when we need to. Exhale to strengthen. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Inhale to rise. As we exhale, swan dive forward, lead with the chest, full forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, head hangs a little bit deeper. We're taking this vinyasa a little bit farther this time. Inhale, bend the knees so much so that we can step both legs back, release the knee, engage TVA. Inhale, top of the head reaches forward. Exhale, elbows hugging tight, little baby chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra, heart reaches forward. And then as we exhale, curl the toes up and send those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels left and right, so you had 3 options. A, you can just step it back, down dog. B, you can take it to a tabletop position, baby cow. Or C, you can take it on the knees or even off the knees, as long as you can engage the TVA in that plank. Just with that full upward facing dog, we want to just minimize that and only really open up the chest. Don't overextend at the belly too much. Both heels reach towards the mat. Inhale, left toes towards the sky, and then as we exhale, knee in towards the chest before bringing that foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Now, while we are in this high lunge, what we can do is widen your base, and this is what I mean by widening the base. Taking the left foot over to the left side of the mat, right foot over to the right side of the mat, then we square off the hips and come down. So that's just gonna make balancing a little bit easier. If we need to do that today, do it. This is your practice. This is what you wanna do, your time. So let's make the most of it. All right now we're releasing in that right front hip. As we inhale, shift the upper body forward. This is where we strengthen, shifting the weight into the left heel. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. All right, one breath, one movement. Inhale to strengthen. Exhale to release. Inhale, hinge, strengthen. Exhale, releasing that front right hip. Once more, inhale forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, release that right heel down. Heel toe that left foot over, and exhale, warrior 2. So my front heel's aligned with my back instep, but again, you can play with the position of your feet as well. As on our next inhale, draw the shoulders down and away from the ears and press the outside of this left leg towards the back of the wall to open up that left inner thigh, left hip. Inhale, arms and legs lengthen. As we exhale, heels are in, toes are out. Bring it to your goddess squat. Elbows reaching behind the chest, opening up the chest and strengthening the legs at the same time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, strengthen, warrior 2. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, goddess squat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, rise. Exhale, goddess squat, heavy in those heels, knees drawing out. Inhale, rise. This time as we exhale, keep the legs straight and reach that left arm back and over, reverse triangle. Inhale, left shoulder blade back. Exhale, side bend a little bit deeper. Let's fire up that left side oblique again. Inhale, initiate the movement from there as we cartwheel the arms, letting that left hand gently guide down the left leg. Right arm goes up, triangle pose. If we need a block, grab it. Allow yourself that more extra room. We can always just bring it to the quad. Fire up that right side oblique. Inhale to initiate the movement from there. Exhale, reverse triangle. Inhale, bend the left knee, reverse warrior. Exhale, back into warrior two. Inhale, left arm reaches, 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 and when it can reach no more, left forearm finds the left quad, right arm reaches up for your side angle pose. And there's a few things we can do in this pose. You can stay right here, or if you want, you can start to slide that left arm towards the mat, maybe tinting at the fingers, palm fully on the mat, or we can bring it to a block. If you're right here, use that left elbow to gently guide that left inner thigh open. Right shoulder blade back. Inhale, everyone reaches the right fingertips towards the left side of the room. And as we exhale, heel toe this left foot over and release the right arm towards the mat. Release the right knee, right top of foot, and gently guide that left inner thigh open, coming into lizard pose. Inhale, open at the chest. Then as we exhale, bring both hands back to the mat. You may want to block right here, and you can always stay right here as we inhale, top of the head forward. Exhale, option to come down to the forearms if you would like. Now, if you're on your forearms, you may want to bring the head on a block for a more restorative pose. We'll be here for a couple breaths, or you can stay right here. If you were on your forearms, bring it back to the hand. Inhale, top of the head forward. Exhale, release the left sole of the foot back to the mat. Inhale, curl the right toe under. Exhale, reach the right knee off of the ground. Send that left leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up at the hands, bend the knees. We float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full forward fold. Root to rise, reverse swan, dive it up as we inhale. As we exhale, we're taking that chair pose, the farthest we have yet. A little over halfway down. Inhale to rise. Exhale to strengthen. Inhale to rise. Exhale, strengthen, chest is lifted. Inhale to rise. This time as we exhale, swan dive forward, lead with the chest, then let that head hang nice and heavy. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full forward fold, bend the knees so much so, take your version of your vinyasa. Inhale, top of the head forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, everyone meets in downward facing dog. Nice work. Inhale, right toes towards the sky. As we exhale, knee comes in and just bring that foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise, full lunge. If we need to, widen the base. Heel toe that right foot out. Heel toe the left foot towards the left side. Give yourself that extra room if we need to. Sink it low, square off the hips. Think of this as a more releasing effort in that left hip than a strengthening pose. We're going to strengthen, don't worry. Inhale, hinge forward, airplaning forward, shifting the weight into the right leg. This is where we strengthen. And exhale, release it back up, sink it low. One breath, one movement. Inhale to strengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, hinge and strengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, hinge and strengthen. And exhale, release. Nice job. Inhale, come into warrior two. Bring that back leg, bring that back heel down, and arms go long. Shoulders down and away from the ears, and draw that right hip open. My front heel's in aligned with my back instep, but you can always change the position to what feels good, widening the base again. As we inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, heel to those feet in just a little bit. As we exhale, come to your goddess squat, opening up the chest, elbows reaching behind the rib cage. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, goddess squat. Drive those knees out. Inhale, up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. As we exhale, drive the knees out, and we're keeping the weight heavy in those heels. Inhale to lengthen. Keep the legs exactly where they are. Let that right arm just reach up and over towards what is now your left side of the room. Draw the right shoulder blade back, and then extend a little bit more, feeling a nice stretch along the right side body. Let's start to wake up that right oblique again. As we inhale, initiate the movement from there. Cartwheel the arms. Let that right arm just slide down the right leg. Open up into triangle pose. You may want your block here, or we can use the body. Maybe we're coming to the quads. Maybe we're right here. Maybe the hand is on the mat. Find what works for you. This is your time. Inhale, initiate the movement from the left oblique as we cartwheel back into reverse triangle. Inhale, bend at the right knee. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach, reach, reach with that right hand. When you can reach no more, right forearm finds the right quad. Open up, side angle pose. Come into your expression of side angle, maybe sliding that hand down, maybe coming to a block, maybe just staying right there. Whatever it is, play around with it. Find your expression. On your next inhale, everyone's hand reaches forward. And on the exhale, bring both hands to the inside of the right foot, heel to the right foot over towards the right side. Release left knee, left top of foot, and open up that left hip for lizard pose. On the inhale, open up the chest a little bit more. And on the exhale, both hands come to the mat. Inhale, top of the head forward. We can stay right here, or if you would like, start to walk it down to the forearms if that feels good. Maybe we need a block. You can use the support from the block to cradle the forehead, or you can even use the hands to do so. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath. If you are on your forearm, slowly bring it back to the hands. Remove the block off and over to the side. Bring the right sole of the foot back down to the mat. Heel toe it over about once or twice. Inhale, head reaches forward. Curl that left toe under. As we exhale, lift the left knee and send it up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up at the hands. As we exhale, float or walk to the top of your mat. We're adding something new. Inhale, cross this right leg behind the left, and then we open up little Kundalini Squat. You may want your block here to give yourself that room. Inhale down, let's switch sides. Left leg goes behind the right. Exhale, open up, Kundalini Squat. Inhale, back to center, flat back. As we exhale, head hangs a little bit deeper. Root to rise, reverse swan, dive it up. This time as we exhale, deepest chair pose yet, but still not at our full expression. We're about 3/4 of the way there. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to strengthen. Inhale up. Exhale lower. Inhale up. This time as we exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, full forward fold. Take your vinyasa. You're coming into down dog. Maybe you're just doing a gentle cow. Maybe you're coming to the knees and taking that chaturanga, baby cobra. And then everyone meets in that downward facing dog. Drive the heels towards the mat a little bit closer, chest towards the quads. Inhale, look up at the hands. As we exhale, float or walk to the top of your mat. Coming into that Kundalini Squat. Inhale, right leg crosses behind the left. Right arm reaches open, heavy in this right foot, not a lot of weight in the left. Inhale, down and switch. Weight shifts to the right foot as the left arm opens up, left foot as the left arm opens up. Inhale, back to center, flat back. As we exhale, head hangs a little bit more, full forward fold. Root to rise, inhale. This time as we exhale, find your full expression of chair pose. Chest is lifted. Glutes and hamstrings are strengthening right here. Maybe it's a slight posterior tilt. Shoulders down and back, holding this for a little bit longer, but continuing the breath. We released, and now we're gonna strengthen. Inhale to rise. Exhale, two full rounds of breath in your full chair pose, whatever that is to you. Inhale to lengthen. This time, exhale 3 rounds of breath in your full version of chair pose. Inhale, lengthen as we exhale, swan dive forward, lead with the chest. Nice work. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full forward fold. Take your version of Vinyasa. You can meet me in downward facing dog. You can do what feels good for you. Just make sure we engage that TVA if we're in the modified plank version. Everyone's in downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale, look up at the hands. Exhale, float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, right leg crosses behind the left. Open up, Kundalini Squat. Weight is in the right heel, right foot. Inhale to switch. Exhale, left leg crosses back. Open up, weight is in the left foot. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, full forward fold. Now, if you have that block, bring it with you this time. Inhale, rise. As we exhale, we're coming to our full version of chair pose this time, placing the block in between the thighs. And if you don't have it, don't worry. We'll create the sensation anyway. We're down in our chair pose. As we inhale, hug that block in. Hug it in and then draw it up and in. Engaging the inner thighs, engaging the pelvic floor. Your tilt in your pelvis will come to a slight posterior tilt. Squeeze it in. Now, if we don't have that block, just imagine wrapping the inner thighs inward, adducting. Nice. Keep holding that block as we rise. Inhale up. Exhale, 2 full rounds of breath here. Keep squeezing. Your pelvis should come into that posterior tilt. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, final chair pose of the day. Exhale down. Really squeeze that block. See what that just did to my low back? Nice. Go 1 inch lower. 1 more full round of breath. Inhale to rise as we exhale, swan dive forward, full forward fold. Release the block from in between the inner thighs. Inhale, heart reaches up forward. Exhale, full forward fold. Step back, right leg, step back, left leg. Release the knees, cross at the ankles, and walk the hands back. Nice work. All right, let's come into a nice, gentle, supported figure four stretch. So externally rotate at the left hip. Bring the left outside ankle over the right quad. Hands go behind, and then just start to walk it in, driving the chest forward. Draw the outside of the left knee towards the front of the room, and then press the chest forward. Really intense stretch and opener along the left glute, left outer hip area. I'm going to change views for you for this next one. Big deep inhale. As we exhale, let that right knee collapse. We're coming into cow face legs. So we want to get the knees stacked directly or as close to as directly on top of one another as possible. As you can see, mine aren't doing that. It never will, never has, probably never will. All right, my left hip is up. So if your left hip is up as well, inhale, bring it back down. And then exhale, draw the heels in. Mine aren't perfect, that's okay. The feeling's gonna feel the same. Inhale, spine long. As we exhale, draw the chest forward. This is my tight side. Draw it forward. Feeling sensations on both sides of the hips, especially the right side. When you can hinge no more, then start to round the upper spine, drawing the chin in towards the chest. One more deep, expansive inhale. And as we exhale, slowly release. Let's come to the other side. Shake it out. Externally rotate at the right hip. Bring the outside of the right ankle over that left quad. And then start to walk it in, drawing the outside of the right knee towards the front of the room to open up. And then walk it in a little bit more. Keeping the chest lifted. Releasing along that right glute, which we just worked so hard. Big deep inhale, and then as we exhale, let that left knee just collapse open to the mat. And now let's come into our cow face legs. One side's gonna probably feel tighter than the other, that's okay. Try to get them stacked on top of one another or as close as we can. We're gonna do our best. Heels go in, release the right hip down, grow the spine long on the inhale. And as we exhale, gently guide the upper body forward. Keep a nice neutral long spine. And then as we exhale, start to round the spine, chin to chest. We'll be here for a couple rounds of breath. On the next inhale, come back to a neutral spine and just shift the legs off and over to the left. Right hand comes down to the mat and guide yourself down to a nice side laying position, cradling the head with the forearms or the hands. Bring that left hand to a C and bring it to the outside or the side of the left rib cage. As we inhale, fill up the entire rib cage, forwards, sides, and backwards for a count of 3, 2, and 1. Now match the exhale. Feel it go in for a count of 3, 2, 1. Inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Now exhale, match for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's take our biggest, most expansive inhalation yet, filling up the entire rib cage for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, match for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue your normal breathing patterns in and out through the nose. We strengthened, we released, and now we fully release, letting everything go in our final resting pose, your Savasana. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you would like, but when you're ready, start to bring life back to the limbs by wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Keep the eyes nice and soft, and use this outside hand to gently guide yourself back up to a nice, easy seat. Bring the hands to rest lightly on tops of the knees. On the next inhale, grow the top of the head towards the sky, and on the exhale, release the shoulders down and away from the ears. We'll take our final breath together. Let's make it our longest yet, matching the inhale to the exhale. So inhale now. And when you're ready, match it with the exhale. Thank you so much for strengthening and releasing with me with this power prenatal yoga flow. The light in me honors the light within each and every one of you. Namaste.